An easy win in Miami. A victory would have drawn the Eagles even with the Cowboys atop the NFC East, but now they're 5-7 and remain in second place. But back in Week 6, the Jets were 0-4 and coming off 3 straight losses by at least 16 points when they took on the visiting Cowboys and emerged with a 24-22 win. So Shannon, who had the worst loss, the Eagles or the Cowboys?
I really hate doing it. I hate worst loss. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
But you forced me to do this, Skip, but you didn't leave me no choice. Yeah, you did. You forced me.
This was your idea.
The Cowboys.
You hate it.
Yeah.
Cowboys had the worst loss because actually the Dolphins had been pretty good. They'd won 2 of the last 4 ball games. But when the Cowboys had lost to the Jets had just lost 4 straight ball games. Their quarterback was coming off mono. He weighed 78 pounds at the time of the game.
He did not.
Yep.
Well, he did come back for the game.
78
Right?
pounds.
It wasn't
Come on.
Luke Falk.
He had mono. He had missed the previous 3.5, 4 weeks, Skip.
He looked strong to me.
Yeah, of course against you guys. Of course, everybody looks strong. And after that, they lost 3 straight. So they win 1 game sandwich in an 8-game span. They win 1 game, and guess who they beat? They beat the team that Pro Football Focus said, player for player, roster for roster, is the most talented roster in all of football. And the Jets took them down. You scored to it. At least walking to them can say, guys, we put 31 on the board. I mean, normally that's good enough to hold up 22 little measly points against the Jets.
Tell me when it's my
It's not
turn.
your turn just yet. You know, the Jets, hold on. A Jets team that lost by 25 to the Eagles. And then probably lost. After they beat the Cowboys, they turned right around and lost 33-0 to the Patriots. That's the team that took you down.
That happens to a lot of people.
I don't know about a lot of teams. Yeah, a lot of a parcel of land. I don't know what a lot is. A parcel of land. In this situation, I'm talking about the Jets beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys lost to the Jets, who they had potential to get a number one overall pick. They close. Them in Cincinnati duking it out. I want him. No, you take him. I want him. You take him.
The Jets?
Yeah.
The Jets have won 4 games. They're 4-8.
They beat you guys.
Huh. The Dolphins are 3-9 now. 4-8, 3-9. This isn't even close. The Eagles' loss was way worse, and you know it, and I know it. Because Dallas was a 7-point favorite at the Jets. You guys were a 10-point favorite at Miami.
But you guys have been favored the whole year. So we hadn't been favored the whole year. We was underdogs at New England.
So what does that mean?
At home.
Still, you were a much bigger favorite.
No.
3 more points. So here's what happened to my team at the Jets.
You lost.
If you might recall, I didn't have either star tackle for that game. I did not have Ty Smith. I did not have Lyle Collins. So Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator for the Jets, said, I am coming after you with everything. I'm throwing kitchen sink at Dak Prescott, and I swear he got hit on every drop back that day. And did he have his number 1 receiver?
Yes.
Nope, he did. He had him for 1 play because he caught 1 ball for a grand total of 3 yards. And Amari Cooper said, I'm out. I'm hurt. I don't know what it was.
Kind of like New England, huh?
Some kind of a thigh bruise.
Kind of like New England, huh?
What it was, and he took him out. So he took himself out of the game, and that elevated Michael Gallup to the number 1 receiver, and he proceeded to drop not 1 or 2. He dropped 3 Dak passes that day. But remember, the Eagles were completely full strength. They had all their complement of receivers back for going to Miami. So they are in way better shape than my team was.
Y'all had Dak, who should be the MVP. That's what Clarence Hill Jr. writes every week. Todd Archer, they write that. Bill Barnwell says, I can make a case. Okay, y'all got him. Y'all got Zeke Elliott. What?
Yep.
Y'all got D-Law making $27 million a year. Jalen Smith.
Okay.
Byron Jones.
But we didn't have the 2 star tackles. That's 2 huge losses at the Jets. And yet, my quarterback brought my team from a 21-3 hole. See, Philly didn't have any hole. Philly was up 28-14 in the 3rd quarter.
Right.
Philly just gave the game away.
Well, how do you get down? I want to know how you get down. Why were you even down?
21-3 because my defense failed to show up that day.
So hold on. Your defense...
Sam Darnold threw a 107-yard touchdown pass. I've never seen anything like it before. It went 107 yards.
So let me get this straight. Your defense failed to show up because your offense didn't score any points in the first half and you're down 21-3.
Okay.
But my guy scores 28, was up 28-14, and the defense allowed 5 touchdowns on the next 6 possessions. But
wait, you always ask me this. Did Philly get the ball in there?
I don't know. You tell me.
Is it make it take it in these games? I don't know.
I didn't make it take it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what Dak was doing in the first half. What was he doing?
Well, he was struggling because they couldn't protect him. I just told you he didn't have either star tackle, and he didn't have his number 1 receiver yet, and still. He brought them all the way back from a 21-3 hole down to a 2-point conversion to tie the game to go to overtime.
And
he had Jason Witten right in the hands. Hit him right in the hands. And it was a mugging.
And we
he got tackled from behind by Marcus May.
And we had a Hail Mary that the guy caromed off and had Alshon.
Carrying off, it hit the guy right in the hand.
No. I'm saying when he threw the Hail Mary in the end zone, walking to him, and Alshon had the ball and bobbled it a little bit.
He did not have the ball. Alshon did not touch the ball.
Yes, he did.
He did not.
Skip.
Bounce it to him, just threw up a prayer, and it hit the Dolphin right in the breadbasket.
If you notice, no, he didn't hit it. Skip, that ball was bobbled. First of all, you know my guy, he got the ball to the end zone. Your guy came up 10 yards short of the end zone, so it wouldn't have been a touchdown to begin with.
What are you talking about?
The Hail Mary he threw in New Orleans.
Okay, so what? He was throwing it from 70 yards away.
No. Walking to him got there with ease.
Okay.
Walking to him had to take some off.
I'll give you that. Walking to him has a much stronger arm than Dak Prescott. Unfortunately, it's wild high, it's wild low, it's wild right, wide left.
Skip.
Yeah.
Your team, Pro Football Focus, still says at 6-6, you have the best, most talented roster of any team in the NFL. And you lost to the Jets with a quarterback that just come off mono.
Okay, and your team went with the NFC East right in its palms, thanks to
It's
us.
still there.
We gave it to them.
It's still there.
And they went down to Miami. That's the worst loss of the year in the NFL. Under the circumstances, that's the worst loss.
Here's the thing.
You know it, and I know it. It was certainly the most shocking outcome of the year.
You know, it's the most shocking yesterday. But, Skip, you know Ryan Fitzpatrick can have these type of games. You've seen him rise up and show. Okay.
Against that defense I thought was really good.
Sam Darnold was player of the week against your team.
Yeah. Okay. He played great. He's had 4. They won 3 in a row. He was really good in those games.
Beat y'all.
Yeah.
That's the season right there. They got to take.
This was way worse.
No, it wasn't. The only thing, Skip. The only thing I will give you this loss hurt more because it came late in the season and what was at stake. But this was not a worse loss than what you got. You lost the Cowboys with Dak. You told me Dak could be in the MVP discussion.
What did you not hear about? Neither tackle, and you don't have Amari Cooper. That's going to be a battle.
But see, the great players that overcome that.
Well, he did.
No, he didn't.
Overcame it. If flags had flown in the end zone, we'd be having a different conversation. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right. And if the defense had showed up, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Walking to him, gave him a 28-14 lead. And with Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham and Barnett.
10-point favorites yesterday.
Skip,
it is a disgrace what happened.
Hold on.
Disgrace.
Were you not favored?
By 7.
Okay, and what happened?
Well, okay, so we lost 24-22. You gave up 23 unanswered points in the second half.
Oh, Wentz did?
To Miami.
Wentz did? Wentz scored 31. You could only muster 22.
Yeah, Wentz was punt through the second half.
You could only muster 22 points. That's all you could muster.
Well, he couldn't muster any points in the second half. He got scored 3 after they took the 20.
Wentz scored a touchdown against the Eagles. How many touchdowns did you get that get?
All I know is my team beat the stuffing out of the Eagles.
One team is done.
We'll see if you do that next
time.
One
team is done around here. I'm
done.
going to keep going with that one, but we got one tonight, guys. The 9-2 Seahawks take on my Vikings in a huge NFC battle. Who wins it? Be careful with these predictions. That's next.